What's going on, guys? Welcome to my new pad. This is my castle. I got a little water fountain over there. It's a little blue. I should probably get my water filter checked out. That's my favorite piece of art. A statue imported from Egypt. This is my entertainment room. You know, I kind of like to play games on my free time. Oh, no filming? Hey, we just got kicked out of my own arcade. And apparently I need a permit. All right, well, that didn't really work out too much. We got kicked out real fast. But today we got a really cool sponsor, which is Sennheiser. And that's really exciting because those guys are legit. I've been using their gear ever since I got first in the game. So I'm always really excited to get sponsored by a company that I've always been a big fan of. Oh, no filming? Oh, gotcha. This is our second time getting kicked out today. But you guys know the drill. Every time a video gets sponsored on this channel, there's a giveaway coming. The film combo comes with a lavalier like the one I'm wearing right now, secret agent, undercover status. Like, I feel like I should go hide. I can't climb this wall. I would never be able to do this on a normal microphone because I'd be too far away from that microphone. Anyways, let's get back to the studio. Do orange today. This set here that we're giving away is actually really legit. This is Sennheiser's G4 film combo set. First of all, it comes with a set of the latest and greatest G4 lavaliers, and Sennheiser's been making these lavaliers forever, from the G2, the G3, and now this is the G4 500 series. And if you've been working in the video world for a while, I'm sure you're familiar with these already. But even if you're not a huge lavalier guy, this is pretty neat right here. This kit also comes with this transmitter back here, so you could plug it into any shotgun microphone and feed it phantom power and then feed it wireless to your camera. Today we're recording on the Sennheiser 416 microphone, but notice it's all wireless, which is awesome, except for this boom pole comes with a cable, so I have to just tape that down. And I'm now just realizing exactly how awesome it is to have this, because first of all, it's wireless, but also because one of the big downsides of shooting on a DSLR or mirrorless camera is that you don't have the pro level audio features. For example, XLR ports with phantom power, so you usually can't use professional level microphones like this Sennheiser 416 that I have right here. But this transmitter feeds this microphone phantom power and is feeding it to my mirrorless camera right now. Now check this out. Now I'm recording on a GoPro and I'm sending a signal from this wireless transmitter into the camera, which is pretty crazy to think about. And you can feed it to any camera with a mic jack. And with the GoPro, I'm able to do that just with this little GoPro adapter. The GoPro is getting professional level audio quality right now. This is just kind of crazy. So that's actually kind of awesome that this little thing right here will actually bridge professional level microphones into pretty much any camera, even this GoPro with this adapter. That's insane. By the way, you guys like my shirt? Carrie got it for me, but check it out. It's got all kinds of doggies on there. There's like a skateboarding dog right here. That's pretty dope. This dog's got some shades. It actually kind of looks like mozzarella a little bit. Yeah, check that out. Mozzarella, you're such a badass. Now you guys know that I love gear that's a long-term investment, and this probably just about tops the chart. I had actually purchased a pair of G3s, and before that I had the G2s. And the thing is, I didn't keep upgrading because I needed to. My original G2s are over 12 years old and they still work fine, but the reason why we keep getting more is because we need more sets. And the beauty of these Evolution series is that they're cross-compatible with older versions as long as they're in the same frequency range. So I can use these brand new G4s and pair it with a set of G2s that I bought like 12 years ago. So that's a huge benefit of these, is that this can work for generations. Also, I could definitely vouch for the durability of these things. And even if you're the type that's really careful with your gear, you definitely need durable lavaliers, because you're gonna be throwing these microphones on talent or people you're interviewing or actors, and not all of them know how to take care of these things. I promise you, you're gonna be miking somebody and they're gonna drop it out of their pocket, drop it on the floor, whoops. So it's actually super important that aside from this plastic door, most of it is metal. So these things are battle tested. This is one of those things that I actually leave in my camera kit pretty much all the time because they take up such little space, they're lightweight, and they're also AA batteries. So even if you don't think you're gonna need it for a shoot, might as well just bring it with you. It's also one of those things that you could almost never have enough of them, because you always want to be boom miking as much as possible, but ideally you have a set of these on each person. And yeah, usually I don't pull out my older G2s just because we have them the newer ones available to us, but we recently did a shoot where we needed to record like 6 people going through a space, and we literally used every single microphone we had, so that was very useful. There's also a lot of people using lavaliers that plug straight into your phone, and those can work sometimes, but there's definitely downsides to that. A perfect example is my buddy Jonathan. You guys have seen him on the channel. He had a hidden camera to record his proposal to his fiance. He plugged everything in just right and recorded it to his phone, and for some weird reason the phone didn't detect the lavalier connected to it, so it didn't record from the lavalier. And it's also really tough to monitor audio that way as well. Right now I can actually see my audio levels because this boom mic is wirelessly sending the signal to the camera and it's showing it to me live right here, so I generally know my levels are good. If I was legit enough to have a camera operator back there, they'll be listening with headphones. And speaking of monitoring, the receiver that's on the camera right now, it has an output cable, so you could take that and hook it into your camera, but it also has a headphone jack, so you could also use them as a wireless listening device. So if you're directing a scene and you want to listen into the audio on like one of the microphones, you can tap in with a receiver and use that. So there you go, another reason why you can have an additional receiver, and it'll be useful even if you only record with one microphone. Now, a handful of you probably already own a set of G3s because these are super popular. So what's the difference between G3s and G4s? Well, the G4 comes in a couple different series. Let's start off by talking about the 100 series. Now, they're pretty similar to the G3. So if you already have a set of these, then you don't necessarily need to sell these and upgrade right away. But they made some improvements and discontinued the G3s, and they're pretty similar in price, so you might as well get a G400 series. But this is the 500 series, and this is where they packed in a few more features to be excited about. First of all, it comes with the MKE2 microphone. It records a wider frequency range, and overall it's just a better microphone, and it's also much smaller. So that alone is worth the upgrade from the 100 to 500 series if you want top quality audio. And you could also adjust the strength of the signal, so usually it's at 30, but you could drop it down to 10, or you could bring it up to 50 depending on your needs. So we're talking about a usable range of over 300 feet, which is pretty significant. Let's go test that out. All right, so to test out the range on this thing, we've come out to this random field. I got my transmitter right here and my microphone right here. So let's test out 300 feet. All right, Sam, do you know how far 300 feet is? So this times 300. I think this is about 300 feet. Found this shoe. Sam, do you want this? Now, aside from the flexibility, what's also really cool about not having to be this close to the camera is that you could get the footage to look a little bit more like a professional documentary. All you gotta do is kind of stand at a distance and slap on a tighter lens. So let's see what that looks like. So now you'll probably notice that there's more focus on me and the background's blurred out. So it's less likely that there's gonna be things in the background that's gonna be distracting you. But to get this shot, I would either need a boom mic operator right over here or a wireless system. Because if you just use the microphone that's on the camera, it would sound pretty awful. It would sound like this. And this also comes with a wider range of frequencies, so I think you have like 3,520 selectable frequencies, which is insane. And I know that sounds excessive, you never need that many frequencies, but if you ever find yourself near like a radio tower or somewhere where there's a lot of radio frequency being tossed up in the air, for example, like a convention where there's a ton of wireless signals going all over the place, having as many frequency options as possible is gonna be nice to have. So with the 500 series, you could have a ton of people in the same room having their own channel that's clear of interference. And again, it's one of those situations where most of the time it's gonna be excessive, but you don't wanna find yourself in a spot where you're like, crap. And we all hate that little fuzzy like sounds that we get from RF interference. So to prevent that, these all come with an easy scanning feature where as soon as you get to your set, you're gonna wanna just set it off. It takes a few minutes and it scans all the frequencies and lets you know which ones are clean, and you just select out of one of those. Well, since I'm still on this wireless mic, let's get a little bit adventurous. If I fall and die, will you still upload this footage, Sam? Ow! This was not a good idea. Would you paint me? All right, so all you gotta do to enter this setup, so we're talking this lavalier system that I'm wearing right now, the Mickey 2 microphone, as well as the receiver and the XLR transmitter, that whole package. All you gotta do is leave a comment down below letting me know how you would use it, and I'll have Sennheiser pick out a winner. And there's another plane. Hold for sound. I was hoping to look very glamorous, but I'm really just getting pricked by all these little twigs. I think I want to record all my comment readings up here. I feel very powerful, like King Kong or something, just like climbing a building like, ooh. Let's read some comments from my last video, which was all about the Z-axis stabilizer, which is kind of like a stabilizer for your gimbal. So like double stabilization power. Top comment was from David CK. He says, I need no stabilizer. Real men use Ninja Cinematic Walk. Yes, that is true. Stabilizer or not, you should always be practicing that super light step ninja walk like you're walking on feathers. Wait, no, that's not a thing, right? You're walking on thin ice. Yeah, if you were walking on feathers, you'd just be like, gah, gah, gah. I'm getting a whole lot of crap about putting in a sequence shot in slow-mo on a gimbal stabilization video. Got it. Will not put any slow motion in a gimbal video ever again. But to be fair, I did put a whole bunch of real-time footage running through tall grass, almost spraining an ankle footage. So your boy still has you covered on that real-time footage. Elevator Media Group says, I love the Gladiator. It's on my shopping list. Yeah! See, Sam, not everybody thinks the Gladiator is the ugliest thing ever. I'm actually really considering getting that Jeep, except for they haven't really announced exactly how expensive it's gonna cost yet, so we'll see. Slide Wreck Dan says 635, I almost had a heart attack. Oh man, that dude, I think he got a lot of heat for that video. So I'm actually not 100% sure if that was the operator's fault. Sure, he was goofing off, but at the same time, a proper Steadicam should have held that weight, so I don't know. Any Steadicam experts out there, let me know. Galaxy S10 versus Arri Alexa with the HDR10 Plus. I am actually pretty curious to test that out, so ordered, coming up. Bobby says, anyone remember when that shake weight comes out? Yeah, I should probably delete that clip off the internet before this gets out of hand. Mike says, the Gladiator looks badass. Don't listen to Sam. What do you have to say for yourself, Sam?
Whatever, man. You're gonna be driving it, not me.
The camera can't hear you at all because my microphone's right here. You're just a very faint little ant. You don't matter in this planet, Sam. How do I get down?